Hi, I'm Vishy from the School of Continuous Improvement. In this video, I'm going to explain to you the concept of confidence intervals and how do you interpret the 95% confidence interval or the 95% confidence interval for mean. So I have the population data here. This is randomly generated data here, which has got about 500 rows of data. And the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to take the population mean. So you click on Start Basic Statistics and Graphical Summary, and I select the column which says Data. So if you see here, the population mean is about 3.00, which is approximately 3. So let's take that as 3. Now let's see how the concept of confidence interval works. Now this concept works on sampling. So obviously when you sample data from this population data and when you try to read the descriptive statistics parameters, that's when you would use the confidence intervals concept. So in order to generate sample data, so I'm going to use calc random data and sample from columns. So I have got data here, and I'm going to generate a sample of 30 and store the sample here in sample 1. So if you see here, under sample 1 column, you have a sample data set of about 30 items. This sample data points have been picked from this population data set. So I will be using the same concept to generate my samples for sample 2 as well as sample 3. So I do that, and I've got sample 2, and now I've got sample 3 this way. So I've got 3 samples. All these 3 have been sampled without replacement from this population data set. Right. So let's do the graphical summary again for each of these samples. So I'm going to select sample 1, sample 2, and sample 3. So if you remember, the population mean was 3, and now let's see what the confidence intervals say. You see, 95% confidence interval for mean is 2.88 to 3.24, right? The 95% confidence interval for mean for sample 3 is 2.80 to 3.15. Remember these numbers. And the 95% confidence interval for mean is 2.74 to 3.11. So if you see, each of these confidence intervals has the population mean, which was originally 3, just for the case of test. So what do you mean by this confidence intervals? This means that 95% of the times that I remove sample from this population data, and when I calculate the mean, 95% of the time my population mean will fall in this range between 2.74 and 3.11. Remember, when you have a sample mean, this in this case is a sample mean, it will be a point estimate for the mean. When you have a population mean, it is not a point estimate, it will be called as an interval estimate. So 2.74 and 3.11 represents the range in which the population mean will lie. That's about it from me for this video. If you do have any more questions, please write into vishy@schoolofci.org. Thank you so much for watching this video.